What is shaking? We got the family reunion in the backyard today. Tony Ryan, Creative Tony, as he's known. He wasn't Creative Tony when he worked with me. He was the board op.
Yes.
I think he came after Jim Fiddler.
Yes.
Jim Fiddler. Wow, how about that name? Paulie Mac.
What's up, Tom?
Boys, what's happening?
Great to see you, man. Great to be here.
Good to have you in the backyard.
Yeah.
Looking good. You guys both look good. I should have worn like a white T-shirt. Again, now we got all black.
Yeah, we're like the Black Brothers, but we also have our guardian angel, Mike Myers, with the Niner gear on. So I'm feeling very secure here.
We do have Mikey. Mikey's always here, even when it's not Halloween.
Yeah,
we got Mikey and the screen, which I can't see right now, but I know we have the pumpkins. The pumpkins on the screen, which is nice, like little pumpkin decorations, and it's Halloween. I think I'm gonna put some Christmas lights up here for when I start doing shows out here.
I like that.
And I've just decided I don't care if it rains or not. I'm just doing the show outside. Yes. Why the hell would I want to do the show inside? I could do the show outside. If it's actually raining, I want to say when the Niners played the Falcons that Sunday night, it was raining a little bit. You could hear it on the canopy.
Yep.
And then it started dripping on me. I was like, well, that's not cool.
Yeah.
We could definitely.
We like the atmosphere, but we don't want to get wet in the process. Yeah.
We could definitely do without that.
Yeah.
So how's everything going? You guys look good. The show's going well.
Thanks, brother. Likewise for you too. We're doing well, Tony. And it's funny, Tony and I, we do 5 shows a week. We've been very fortunate. We have 4 sponsors so far. Cron 4 picked us up, so they're dreaming. Yeah.
Nice.
But the only negative, if there is one, is that Tony and I say this all the time. It's like we had no idea the amount of work we were in for.
Yeah.
I mean, at KMBR, it was like you show up, you do the show, you split, you come back the next day. Here, it's like you end the show, and then the work starts. You know, the editing, the meetings, the never-ending calls and stuff like that. But I'm not complaining. I mean, but I am surprised at the amount of work required. In fact, Tony, I'll let you speak to that as well.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I literally have no idea what you're fucking talking about. That's why Max and Ogden are here. Because if it was up to me to do all that shit, it'd be a fiasco. It'd be a fiasco. I talk, and I deal with Lou. And that's my job requirement.
What's up, Lou?
That's what I do. So really, I may be the face of the show, but Ogden and Max are the ones that make it happen.
Oh,
they
Ogden.
absolutely make it happen.
Ogden and Max ruling the school. Yeah, you know, being an audio guy my whole life, all of a sudden learning video production and video mechanics and everything. It's like, I think the reason I got into radio is to not have to deal with video and the visual aspect. And now we're dealing with this visual. And speaking of visual aspects,
dude, the Bill Martin coaster.
I mean, this is.
Look at the pecs,
dude.
The pecs are glorious.
This thing is incredible. I mean, they're
incredible.
It's incredible. Bill Martin, thank you for that.
They are incredible.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff to get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you guys are already way ahead of me already. You got stuff written down. I don't know what kind of show. I don't know what kind of show prep that is.
Right out of the gates. When's the last time you hung out with the Bonanno family or the Gambino family?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Been a little while, yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
I'm more of a Lucchese guy myself.
Yeah, right?
I only deal with Lucchese.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see, I saw last night on social media, somebody posted a video of the glasses, the sunglasses that they were using?
No, I didn't see that.
And if you put them on, it obviously makes everything darker, but then you see what each card is.
Well, they had cards.
Do they have like watermarks?
Yeah.
Cards were marked, and these are like infrared.
Yeah.
Kind of infrared lenses that allowed the player to see what the other guy was holding. I mean, really shady stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I could use a pair of those. Oh, dude. Those would be nice. Play some poker. Then you got to watermark all the cards. I want to know what the table, like an X-ray table, sounds amazing. Like the effort these guys put into this was astounding. Just astounding. And then the automatic card shuffler apparently had like some sort of camera in it, could detect the cards, so you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming out. I don't know what they were playing. I don't know if they were playing Hold'em, if they were playing Blackjack. Probably Hold'em, I would imagine. Yeah. But that was wild. Like, that was wild. That was more wild than what Rozier did. Yeah. Now, what Rozier did affects the games more. Right. That's like integrity of the game type stuff right there. The best part about that, too, was I don't know if it was his buddies, associates, one of the two. Could have been both. they won the bet, the prop bet, because apparently he played 9 minutes.
Yeah.
It told him he wouldn't play, and then sat out the rest of the season. They won the bet, and they had the winnings sent to his house. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're not smart enough.
What kind of criminal are you?
Yeah, send the funds somewhere else. Like,
Yeah.
you actually thought you were going to get away with it?
Right.
We were saying yesterday, like, I feel like this is evidence that this is going on everywhere, but these guys were dumb enough to get caught.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if everywhere, but I think it's going to go on occasionally. Look,
Yeah.
gambling has been legal. Oh, Lou's very interested in what's going on with Bunny over there.
I had a good session with Lou.
Chasing Bunny.
Look at this.
Hey, Lou, leave Bunny alone.
Tom Tolbert's Animal King.
Jeez.
What's the name of the bunny? Just Bunny?
Brownie.
Brownie.
Yeah, I Mila named her.
Nice.
So,
What's up, Brownie?
Lou, Brownie's gone. She's usually not this. She doesn't really care. Like, all the animals get along. I got 2 cats, too.
Nice.
You probably won't see them.
I had a nice lathering by Lou earlier.
Oh, yeah, Lou gets everybody.
Yeah, Lou got me.
No one leaves here unscathed.
Cool Boston Terrier,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, she's sweet. Lulu, what are you doing? You got something in your nose? She's like looking at. Maybe Bunny got her.
I think Lou needs your own station.
Yeah, they need. Well,
Well-
everybody has a YouTube show. Might as well give Lou one.
And remember Triumph? The
yeah.
Insult
oh
dog.
yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
Triumph
come
the-
on.
The insult dog.
How old's Lou?
Lou's 10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
going
Lou
strong.
looks good.
Double
Lou's
digits.
10.
Hey, I got to give Tom a gift. So, Tom,
Oh,
I
okay.
come bearing gifts. Now,
I like gifts.
This is from our friend Alex Stricker, who runs a brewery up in Fairfax called the Fairfax Brewery. So
Oh, nice.
These are some of his brews
Yeah, right
Oh,
there in
look at
Fairfax.
from the Fairfax.
Yeah.
So pass those over to
Oh,
Tom. Yeah.
let's see what we're gonna have. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
So I've had the
love the
town and
wrestling
country. Actually, Alex did that label.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the town and country IPA I've had. Actually, I've had all this. They're really good.
Let's see. I don't want to start off too. Oh, perfect. 4.5 Mexican lager.
There we go.
I should have guessed it was a Mexican lager. It's got. They could have been Jack Black on the. Let's see. There we go. Give it a taste.
Give it a slug.
Ah, fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Alex
beverage.
will be happy.
There you go. Gracias. Thank you, Alex.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Cheers. So anyway, so the discussion has been: is it worse for sports now that sports gambling is legal? And I say, I've always said, look, this stuff is going to happen if they want it to happen.
Right.
So legalizing sports betting didn't cause all this to happen. It just makes it easier for it to happen because now you can get your FanDuel account, you can get
Yeah.
your DraftKings account, you get your MGMCs, whatever it is.
Prize picks, so
It's-
many of
yeah,
them.
it's easy.
Yeah.
So now the access is easier, so it's going to be probably something that this won't be the last one either. This is not going to be the last one. And the problem is, so far, everyone that's come up, Clause with the Indians and the other pitcher with the Indians, I can't remember his name, they got busted too. They're all player props,
Yeah.
which is the only thing that you can really, for sure, control, right? I can control how many minutes I play. I go, I got a bellyache. I'm going to come out of the game. So I can't get my 10 points, 5 rebounds, or whatever the case may be. But I do believe that I don't know. How do you guys see it? Because I think it's fine the way it is. It's just there's going to be some hiccups.
Well, I noticed in the Rozier thing that in one instance they made 30 bets in like 46 minutes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. And I'm like, how is that not an instant sign that something...
Oh, there's a lot of degenerates out there that make a lot of bets. Trust me. So that
Oh,
I
look at this.
hate to
Look at
break
this.
it. I hate to break it to you. That's not a sign.
I don't even know what provoked it.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, Lou.
That's a misdemeanor in like 7 states.
Oh, Lou.
Oh yeah.
Lou just got a piece of Paulie. Good job.
No shame.
Yeah.
No shame.
There we go, Lou.
I know. I love you too. Why don't you sit down? Relax. Yeah, it's not even close to 2. So you're just gonna have to say. I know the bunny got her going. Mm-hmm. The bunny's like, hey, whoa, what do we got going on here today?
Oh, I know.
So yeah,
Hey,
I
Lou.
mean, look,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily how much you bet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in this case, when they get a lot of money on, remember when it was Jonte Porter who got suspended for life, and people were betting Jonte Porter unders, and he came out of the game, and it was his buddies that betted at their gambling associates. It's like, who the fuck's betting a Jonte Porter under?
Right.
And who's betting it for 80 grand? Right. Like, nobody's doing that. Yeah. So those are the type of things that are going to draw red flags. Yeah. It's like it's an odd bet for a ridiculous amount of money, and you're like, wait a minute now. And then you see what happens. I mean, that's like, I don't know. They must. I would assume they know a little bit about gambling, but how did they think that was going to be like? I just don't. I don't get it. At least Rozier is a player like of some note.
Yeah.
So if you were to bet a Rozier prop, that'd be more understandable than Porter. But still, anytime you bet a player prop that's like an exceedingly large amount of money, and then you take yourself out of the game or you don't play, of course that's going to draw red flags. Every single time it's going to draw red flags.
Well, the other big question I think most basketball fans are asking is this just the tip of the iceberg with this one kind of investigation? Like, do you expect more names are going to be exposed? I don't know the answer, but I think that's what most people are asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was coordinated to indict Rozier and Billups on the same day.
Yeah.
Even though they're two completely separate deals, right? One's an integrity of the game issue with Rozier, and one's just, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Fucking running poker games like in with mobsters. And I'm assuming they just said, look, it's going to be easy money. We'll give you 50 grand to show up and just say hi. You know, like a meet and greet. I've done those. Yeah. Not with the mafia, but I've done them before.
Right.
Show up an hour, say hi to everybody, you know, just mingle. That kind of, no big deal. But I'm sure that's what it was for him. And he thought, well, this will be easy. Some people thought, well, maybe he didn't even know. I'm like, I find that hard to believe.
Yeah,
I would
me
imagine
too.
that's going to be the defense.
Right.
It's like, hey, they just asked me to show up and meet and greet and mingle, but I didn't know what was going on. So
I didn't just know these glasses were infrared.
Yeah,
I had no idea. Yeah.
But those are two separate issues because what he did doesn't affect the game.
Right.
You know, unless if he were to get in really deep and then they say, hey, we need you to not play this guy tonight or not play that guy tonight as the coach of the Blazers. But I don't think that was the case. But is it the tip of the iceberg? I don't know if it's the tip of the iceberg. There'll be more, though.
Yeah.
There'll be more. And it was funny because I was talking to Steve Kerr yesterday. And we used to have the FBI come to our locker room back when we were at Arizona. And they talk about gambling and people looking for information. And if anybody ever comes up to you and asks you about someone's health or how's the team feeling or this and that. And like, I mean, that's useful information that people don't gamble. I've gambled pretty much my entire life, unfortunately. So I'm like, I knew the deal.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, Steve and I have a funny story that I raised my hand and asked the FBI agent, I go, can you explain the nuances of a two-team teaser? Because he talked about teasers. And it's funny, Steve just like shook his head like, what are we doing here?
What are you doing, man?
FBI agent.
Yeah.
And Lute had no idea. Yeah. He had no idea. But he said now when the FBI comes and they have like legal, it's not even the GM or the coaches that talk to the players, it's like legal comes in and talks to them.
Wow.
It's like much more involved now.
Yeah.
Because you can bet, you just can't bet on your own sport.
Right.
Like one of their examples was you can't have, it was funny, Steve was telling me this story, they're like, you can't have a 20-team teaser and one of the legs of the teaser be part of the NBA. I go, my first question is, who the fuck's betting 20-team teasers?
That's pretty complex.
Like, who is that? Now, that's a degenerate. They bet a 20-team teaser. But the point was, no matter what you have, straight bet, parlay, teaser, same game parlay, whatever it is, none of it can have anything to do with the NBA.
Yeah.
And by NBA, it's NBA, WNBA,
Right.
Summer League, that ridiculous video game stuff they got going on, the NBA 2K League or whatever it is. Like none of that stuff can be involved in any of it. But if you want to bet baseball,
Right.
you can bet baseball. You want to bet football, you can bet football, which makes sense to me. But you know, I think look, a lot of them don't gamble. They're just like whatever. I don't really care. I'm not doing this stuff. Some of them probably do, and they're the ones that need to hear it. Like, bro, you can do what you want, just not in the league. That's it.
I have an idea. Maybe everybody should have an interpreter to make their bets for them. You know?
An interpreter?
Yeah, like our guy Shohei. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody believes Shohei bets. He might.
I think
I don't think he bets that much, though.
Yeah, who knows?
He might. But I guarantee you, if he does, his interpreter's getting paid off at the back end of that.
No question.
It was like my guy. What was my guy's name that didn't squeal on Barry Bonds?
Oh, Greg Anderson.
Yeah, that spent time in jail.
Yes.
You know he got something at the end. There's Lou. There's Lou. Yeah.
Well, you
I mean, you know he got paid off. You know he got paid off at that. Lou, good Lord.
Lou's a lunger. Lou will lunge right at you. Yeah, you get the kisses, the lunge.
Lou.
Yeah.
Lou.
It's a lot of there's the lunge right there. That's the lunge.
Oh yeah, the lunge is gonna get you.
The lunge
get you every single
big
time.
Lunger. Yeah. We can hang. Let's hang. Yeah, it's all right, Lou. You're good.
But whether this happens in baseball again, like it. Oh, I think she nicked you. Yeah, I think she nicked your nose.
She drew blood.
I
drew blood.
Lou.
First blood.
I mean, really?
Lou
Come on,
drew
Lou.
first blood. I want that on the record. Yeah.
Stay off the face. Hey, stay off the face. You want to come over? Come here.
She knows we're both. She knows we're jackasses.
Come here.
She's like, let me lunge at Tony.
Hey, no.
Like, how'd it go in the backyard?
You got to settle down.
Blood. Cool.
You got to settle down.
That's awesome. Lou, that's a sign of respect.
Look, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Right?
she busted him wide open. He busted him wide open.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God, Lou. No, that was a claw. That was definitely a claw.
Hey, I mean, we can talk gambling all day, but also, as we sit here on Friday, you were in the arena last night.
I was.
Amazing home opener.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler talked about the vibe in the house. How was it inside last night?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great because they were down. And by the way, I do have to say that even though, and I still stand by this, if you're over, look at busted wide open. Do we have Freddie Pacheco?
No, we got.
Where's
got
the
a first
fight
aid
doctor? We
kit.
need a fight doctor. We need the fight doctor out here.
Does Tom have an official nurse on
Oh,
payroll?
my
We're
God.
gonna have to bring in a nurse.
That's the first time she's busted
Yeah.
somebody wide open. So congratulations.
We got props now. Lou's coming back with props. We got toys.
We might have to pick you up.
She's like, Tony, let me show you this.
We're not playing.
Have you seen my
We're
little
not
binky?
playing.
Yeah.
Liz's taking over the show.
Big time.
She's taking over the show. Come here.
Quality hang with Lou.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, Lou.
Yeah, you throw that inside.
Here we go.
Put her in.
Here we go.
Put her inside. She's had her fun. She's had her fun. When she's out here with me, I got her.
Busted Tony
Three's too many for her.
Yeah.
It's like almost way too much stimulation.
Short circuiting. Yeah.
Oh my God. But no, great atmosphere. You know, they were down. Aaron Gordon was just insane.
Well, he hit his first 7 or 8 threes before he missed one.
I think it was 8.
Yeah, 8
and then
threes.
ended up 10 for 11.
He was lights out.
He had 50 points on 21 shots.
Yeah.
Almost 2.5 points a shot, which is just insanely efficient. So he was great. Jokic didn't have a great game, even though he got a triple-double, which is, I mean, that's
quiet
just,
triple-double.
Yes,
If there is such a thing. Yeah.
That's what you expect.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're that great and you can throw up a triple-double, you're like, you're just being compared against himself now. But Steph in the second half just flat out took over. And the lid blew off when Gordon hit a 3. And then Steph came down and hit that really deep 3.
Yeah, he was almost at the logo on that.
Yeah, and you could tell he knew he had to get it off early because Jokic was coming up the double. And he could have gone around him, but then that probably would have forced him to either pass it or take it to the rim. Yeah. So he's like, well, I want to get a 3 because I want to tie the game. And if I got to do that, I got to get it off early or Jokic is going to get there. So, I mean, really, really fun game. It's been a fun week of basketball. I mean, it's overshadowed by all the gambling stuff.
Yeah.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 55 last night.
Yeah.
The Thunder have won their first 2 games in double overtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
They played back-to-back double overtime
Crazy.
games to start the season.
Yep.
Wemby was just absolutely insane.
He's going to be a problem for
They use
everybody.
the word absurd. I go, oh, he's well past absurd tonight.
He's unguardable, essentially.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's the only thing you can do with him is try to get into his body and like knock him off platform a little bit.
yeah.
So, he had he had multiple dunks, but a couple of them were just like, fucking, there's no way
Yeah.
you were able to get there. Like he got fouled on the right side of the rim and took one step and just barely elevated and just smashed it reverse. And it's like, I was like,
that was badass.
Yeah. And then he went left and like it looked like you're forcing him outside the paint. And then he plants and comes back with his left hand. And it's like a kid playing. It's like playing a Nerf hoop where you're just like smashing things like,
and he's just going to keep getting better too. He's going to continue to grow. His game is going to get more mature. And like, it's pretty scary to think about like the problems he's going to present for the entire West. You know,
he could go down. I don't know. I mean, look, if he stays healthy, he'll probably be in that conversation of best ever, all that stuff. I can't imagine another player out there that's going to have the impact on both sides of the ball, because he's going to win if he stays healthy this year. He will win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
like his ability to affect shots and block shots. Think about all the shots people take in that they don't even shoot, because all of a sudden you just get this shadow that just rises up, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's like the Transamerica building with arms.
D'ing you up.
Like,
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I can't shoot over
Can't go over that. No.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
And then he had a couple threes that were like step back between the like Steph.
Yep.
Hey, it looked like what Steph.
He's got a handle too. It's absurd. It's absurd. Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah. So it's been a really, and then Luke had a great performance against the Warriors in game 1. So, I mean, there's been some really fun games, some fun performances. And I think last night, and let's also remember last night, no Seth Curry, no DeAnthony Melton.
Yeah.
So this team's going to continue to get better, and they're deep.
That's the thing that jumped out at me last night, Tom, is not because unlike last year where, you know, Steph's going to take a breather and you start to get uptight because you're like, all right, where are the points coming from? Now you got Al Horford in the corner hitting his shot. Jimmy Butler obviously can just carry the whole thing himself while Steph takes a break. And the depth, I think, is going to be their calling card really this year, or one of their calling cards. And it was really on display last night, I felt like.
Yeah, well, they're going to need the depth because, like I said, in 2015, they had the death lineup at the very end of the game, which I believe was Draymond, Iguodala, Harrison Barnes, and then Clay and Steph.
Barnes.
Now I said they have the near death lineup because they have Horford. Oh, we got to make sure we shut the door when you go in because Bunny's right there. Bunny will sneak in there, and if Bunny gets in the garage,
Blue Oak.
It could be an all day chore because Bunny finds all the nooks and crannies.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, and you just can't get her.
I heard Bunny likes a few of the wires around the studio.
Bunny loves wires.
Yeah,
Bunny's a big fan of wires. I'm not a big fan of Bunny liking wires.
You want Oktoberfest,
so you
Paulie?
have Horford.
Here, Paulie, you want Oktoberfest or West Coast IPA? This is lower in percentage.
Yeah, you take that one. Who else do we have? Jimmy, Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
That are like, you know, they're gonna have to be managed this year.
Dude, Butler's 3 in OT last night was just fantastic. And then Steph trying to get him to do the night.
He had no, he didn't want to know part of it.
You want to know part of it, dude?
He's like, bro, I got to be honest, I'm not a fan of the night either.
Yeah, Steph's doing it too much, I think now.
Well, I'm just not a fan of that. But look, everybody else loves it. Yeah. I'm 60.
Right.
It's not for me.
Right.
Like I grew up in a different era.
Yeah.
Like if you did that if you did that during my era, you might get knocked on your ass, but you certainly would the next game.
Yeah.
Like guys just didn't forget.
Right.
It's like baseball is different. You don't get ear hole anymore. Guys don't pitch inside anymore. You can't. So it's just everything's different. I mean, let's be honest. Everything's softer.
Yeah. I do miss that.
I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying it's soft. Sports are softer.
Real quick, yeah, it's funny you say that, Tom, because we just talked to Brent Jones about that idea yesterday in pro football. The fact that like Mahomes very rarely gets hit, and he doesn't like it when he gets hit. He gets very upset like when there's contact. And meanwhile, Brent Jones's era, I mean, Montana would get his head handed to him for 4 quarters and just continue to get up and play. But to your point, Brent was saying the same thing about the NFL. Yeah.
I mean, go back and look at Terry Bradshaw getting dropped on his head. Like they were suplexing guys.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, all right, second down. You know, it's just what it was. Or back when I was playing, you get knocked to the ground, 2 shots.
Yeah.
Remember when Kurt Rambis got clotheslined by McHale?
Yes.
2 shots.
Yes.
Just go to the free throw line.
I mean, I used to love watching Lambeer.
No,
And-
I hated Lambert.
Oh, but come on. Well,
Yeah.
but hated
It's
him,
not
but like,
no fun playing against him.
right.
No fun playing against that team.
Well, also there's that clip it's always on the web, internet, and social media. Eric Hipple scrambling,
Yep.
and he just gets blasted on the sideline. It's
Yep.
just like that was how football was played back then.
That's the way. I mean, look, everything has progressed to try, and I think a lot of it comes from the CTE stuff that the NFL had to deal with and paid out millions and millions and millions. Nobody wants that anymore.
Right.
Like they want players coming back later on
Right.
and suing them. So it's why you see in basketball now. I was always taught growing up, you get the rebound, you put the ball into your chin, elbows out.
Mhm.
And if somebody's getting up in your airspace, then you just pivot and keep the elbows out. And if you get clipped in the beak, well, then you'll learn next time. Get your face out of my space.
Right.
Now you do that,
It's a
you're going to
foul.
get a flagrant foul because you've hit the guy in the head. And I've always said, look, if I can do this, why can't I pivot?
Mhm.
Why do I got to be the one to take my elbows down
Mhm.
and be concerned with him up in my space?
Right.
That should be his job. And guess what? You get clipped once, you're going to back up a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to get Kevin Willis gets a rebound or Charles Oakley, and they do that. I'm not going to get up there again and say, "Can I have some more?"
You can
kidding
wear
me?
one of those clear masks.
Yeah, those are great. Love those things. So that's just the way it is. You learn to deal with it. It's just a different world. Like in baseball, the kids love the bat flips. They love the histrionics. And I think, to me, in baseball was always too far the other way, where you couldn't celebrate anything.
Yeah.
You had to walk off home run, you flip your bat. People are like, "What the fuck you doing?" Like, well, we just won the game. I mean, you got to be able to celebrate some. But now we're like first inning guys. but nobody seems to care that much
Well,
anymore.
that's a great call. So that's the thing. I was going to ask you, Tom, about Steph Curry with the whole night thing, because when he did it at the Olympics in Paris, like it was so theatrical, and the show he put on in front of the whole world was so amazing.
Incredible.
And then he capped it with the night. Crowd was going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, do you think Steph's peers in the league take exception to that? No.
I don't think so, because
Yeah.
I think everyone's used to that. Everybody does something similar.
Yeah.
Maybe not the night, maybe not
Where they're eating.
cap.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Everybody's always doing something
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So it's not, back in the day where nobody did that stuff, and it slowly kind of seeped in. And again, it's just not my cup of tea.
I'm with you.
I don't love it. It doesn't bother me as much. I'm just like, whatever. That's the way it is, right?
That is.
And
the way
guess
it is.
what? This is something I've used multiple times, and I will continue to use until I die. Because people are like, "Oh, you're the old guy. You're on your porch," and I'm like, "So you're gonna get your turn on the porch, okay?
Good
we
call.
all get our turn on the porch, okay?
Yeah.
We start in the street, we move to the sidewalk, we go to the grass, and then we get our turn on the
It
porch.
all leads to here.
And we can bitch about fucking stuff that happened in our day that we
Yeah.
liked better.
Yeah.
Guess what? The people that watch basketball, baseball, sports today, that see all the celebrations and see the nights and see the bat flips and do that, 20 years from now, they'll be on the porch and they'll be bitching about something, because
Yeah.
the younger generation doesn't want to follow the people in front
True.
of them.
True.
They want to separate themselves
Yep.
somehow. So
Yep.
I'm good with it. It's just a generational thing. But I always tell people, don't worry, you're going to be on the porch.
That's a good
You
call.
will be on the porch.
I might steal that. I like
You're-
that.
you're
Yeah.
gonna
Your
get-
time is coming,
You're
man.
going to get your
yeah.
turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, everybody loves it. It's a capper to the game.
yeah.
I am waiting for the one time though that he pulls it out too early and they end up losing. Like
That almost happened last year a couple times.
Yes,
He
it
flirted
did.
with it, man.
Yes,
He
it
brushed
did.
up. He's like,
It was
"Oh."
really close.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
threes and a turnover
Yeah.
here, and it could be. But yeah, Jimmy was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
And
And
Jimmy's
smart.
like, Jimmy's old school.
Right.
You can see by Jimmy's game and Jimmy's demeanor, like Jimmy is not a new school cat.
Right.
Like he's like old school sensibilities. Let me get out there, play the game, no nonsense. No, he's
Yeah.
just. I
And
love
he's like-
watching him play.
He's like, that's your move. That's I'm not going to take that. That's yours,
Yeah.
Steph.
Well, it's okay. Draymond stole it from him.
I know. Well, yeah. Speaking of Steph and but having Horford had
Yeah.
a great line after the game. He was like, "Man, I've been on the other end of that a few times.
Yeah.
It's nice to be on this side
Yeah,
this time, right?" And what do you think of having Horford? Isn't that?
it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. He's a vet that's been around,
Mhm.
that can defend the rim, that can hit the three.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many threes he hit last night. I want to say 3 corner threes.
Have you had any interactions with him?
I have
hear he's
not.
a really good
I've heard
guy.
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Heard he's a great guy. Everybody says fantastic teammate.
Yeah.
Super smart. Like plug and play probably into any system.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're getting from him. Steve's just going to have to limit his minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's not starting.
Yeah.
Because Steve said it's easier to adjust someone's minutes when they're not starting. Because if you start him, play him 6-7 minutes, you want him to close.
Right.
That's another 6-7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're down to 6 to 8 minutes you can play him, right, in more than half the game. So you're trying to figure out, okay, how does this all make sense? And with Steve, it's always a puzzle.
Right.
How do the pieces fit together? How do I get enough defense on the court, spacing on the court, two-way guys on the court if I can?
Yeah.
I mean, they just don't have the two-way guys they used to that could really good offensively, really good defensively. They used to have that in spades back in the early days. They had a bunch of guys that could play both ways.
Yeah.
They just don't have that anymore. And it's hard because they're paying 4 guys a ton of money. And Draymond's a really good defender, not as good as he once was. Horford, really good defender, not as good as he once was. I mean, the age. Butler's still a really good defender, physical guy. You know, and Steph's, you know, okay, he's a better team defender. But no, I really like this team. I think this team's going to have a chance to win the whole thing. Like OKC is the best team in the league.
Yeah.
They're the best team in the league, and I think Cleveland's probably second. I think Cleveland's really good this year. I think other than that, the Knicks in the East, still waiting to see if Orlando's going to be any good this year. They added Bane from Memphis, so I think they're going to be better this year. Milwaukee, no. Boston, no. Philly, maybe, probably not. But then the West, you got OKC, and then you got Denver, Golden State, Clippers, Minnesota, Lakers. We'll see what they look like when LeBron gets back. I mean, there's a Houston. We'll see if they, you know, figure out their point guard situation. But there's a lot of good teams in the West, man.
How you feeling, Tom, about what you've seen from Kuminga so far? Because I think I see a little bit of growth there, but I'm not sure if you're seeing...
I mean, look, I hate to say I've seen growth because it's been 2 games.
Right.
So give him a month or 2.
Right.
And then we'll see if he gets it. But the thing I've been most impressed with the first 2 games is his decision-making.
Yeah.
And his reaction time has been cut down considerably. The rebound he got in L.A. that led to the Steph 3.
That was big.
He would have been a half second late on that last year.
Yeah.
Like he would have saw it in the air and he would have reacted late.
Yeah.
He got there in plenty of time. Like he saw, like, okay, let me get going forward. Last year I saw so many games where he'd be in the corner, somebody'd shoot from the opposite corner, and then he'd just stand there and wait. And then when it hit the rim and started coming toward him, then he'd go.
Yeah.
It was like too late.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't think the ball's in the air from the other corner. If he misses, it's probably coming to me. Let me get going.
Yeah.
So that he's gotten the ball out of his hands. He hasn't had too many times where he's had the ball stopped, dribble, and attack. He's done it a couple of times, but that's who he is. Yeah. So he's going to have a little bit of that in his game.
Yeah.
But I think his decision-making and the quickness of his decision-making has been a lot better. So
I like hearing this thing too, that apparently he and Jimmy Butler have been working together. Like after practices, Jimmy's been staying late with him. That's got to benefit him on a variety of levels, I would think, just getting inside Jimmy's basketball mind.
Anytime you can pick the brain of a guy like Jimmy Butler, or even, you know, Draymond Green, you know, that you should do that as much as you can, because that's just a wealth of knowledge that you're trying to pick up. And even though their games don't really resemble your games, you know, it's like it'd be like, let's see, I'm trying to see. I would just use Bumgarner as an example, right? Bumgarner coming up and picking Matt Cain's brain when he comes up.
Sure. Nice. Yeah.
They're different pitchers, lefty, righty. They don't really throw the same pitches. But how do you go about attacking this guy? What about this situation? What do you like to do? Like, just anything you can get from a vet that's had success. I think you owe it to yourself to do that. And it's great that the vet's available. Like, because a lot of vets are like, why am I helping you out? Like, I've done this, I've gone through this, but that's really the ultimate, pay it forward for your team. Like, let's try and get these guys up to speed and try to get them as much knowledge as we possibly can.
Sure. First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us in the backyard, Tom.
You got it.
Cheers.
Great to have you
This is
guys.
fantastic.
Dude, there was someone looking over the fence there. I'm like, it looked like Dave Bautista. It did. I was like, what's Dave Bautista doing? Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, I'm like, we've done everything, haven't we? The gardeners are gone, and like, what's I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I thought we were done.
This is Blue Oak Brewery from San Carlos, California, my neck of the woods.
Nice.
Peralta brought some Dom's on
try,
set.
definitely have to try one of those.
Really good, by the way. And Paul, you're drinking the Oktoberfest.
I love Oktoberfest beer.
Yeah.
And I didn't say real quick, I gotta say, I know it's a fashion faux pas because I've talked about it before. When you're over 50, don't wear your hat backward. And I'm not Dan Quinn, okay? But I just, you know what? It was just one of those days. I put the hat on right. I go, this looks fucking shitty. I go, I'm putting it backwards. I go, let me. I'll just throw the glasses on too. Look like I'm like I'm in this. I'm in Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we look like when we put those on, Paulie, we look like we need to have that little thing that you like make people forget their memory, like Men in Black.
Oh yeah, Men in Black.
What you guys don't know is these are actually infrared, and I can see the markings on your beers.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, give
Oh,
Mikey a sip.
God.
Because you brought up Bumgarner and Matt Cain, and we want to talk about Niners too, but we'll get there. But first of all, the Tony Vitello era.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ready?
I was so impressed. I called him Tom Vitello. I got his name wrong. I was
Not
like,
Tom
I was like,
Morello.
what?
You know?
And Max is like so down on this.
Oh.
Like Max should be the guy that's pumped. Like it's something new.
Yes, youthful.
Max was like a 60-year-old. He's like inside. He's like, Mom, give me somebody I know that's been in the. I've been in. I mean, look, I think it's going to be fascinating.
Yes,
I can see where fans would be like, I'd be more interested if it was somebody else's team,
right?
And they were going to see how this experiment worked out.
Well, did your Angels got the Kurt Suzuki era starting?
Fuck, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got to have players at some point.
Hey, you got Lamont Wade Jr.
You got to have players at some. Yeah, it was not good, and I like Lamont, but it was not.
Me too.
It was not.
What happened
good.
with the Pools thing? Why do you think that went sour? Or what? Did you hear anything about that?
If they got him, I was like, what are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
Are we gonna sell like Disneyland tickets to the games too? Like, come see the big guy manage it. And I'm not saying Poles can't manage, but I mean, fucking. I look. The one thing I like about Suzuki is I like catchers as managers.
Yeah, me too.
I like
me
catchers
too.
as managers, and he seemed like a guy.
That's why Hundley interests me for the Giants.
Yeah,
you know.
But Vitello, look. Here's the thing. I think if you obviously really bright. They said he's really competitive. I think having said all that, everybody says all that when you're successful because you got to be. I mean, you can't be dumb and you can't be a guy that's like, yeah, I like to compete, but whatever. I mean, you're not that guy. You're like driven. These guys are like ultra driven. And the Tennessee program, from what I read, wasn't great before he took over. Correct. They've won a national championship. They've been to the tournament or the NCAA's 3 straight years. I think 2 or 3 of them got to Omaha. So I'm excited to see how it goes. We had Kipe on this week talking about it. And I've always thought, and Kipe verbalized it, and I've said it many times, that when you get a guy like that takes over, he used the term Harry High School. Like, you can't be bringing in Harry High School crap. But I think he knows that. Like, he knows, because that's the biggest issue with college, going from college to pro, is you're dealing with men now.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with boys.
Yeah.
You're dealing with men that have families. This is their livelihood.
Yep.
They have a certain way of doing things. What the Giants players have to recognize is your certain way of doing things hasn't gotten you very far over the last few years.
Yeah.
So it's time for a change, time for a fresh perspective. And I like that they went young, because if he's really good, maybe he'll be here 13, 14,
That would be the ideal.
15 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
But look, even more so than him, it's going to come down to, are they going to have enough pitching next year? Because that was one thing everybody's like, oh, great, we got pitching.
Well,
come to find out you didn't have
not
pitching.
really. Because turned out Verlander was their best arm in the back end of the season. Like,
it's like they needed Ray and Webb to win every game.
yeah.
Like, please win every game.
And then they kind of ran out of gas in September.
Yeah.
Both of those guys.
I mean, yeah, the stress.
When the Dodgers series, when it was Ray and Webb on that Saturday, Sunday, and they lost both to the Dodgers, when the Giants were playing good ball, it was like, oh, that was kind of like the dagger.
Yeah.
Me. And then,
the
know,
Dodgers and Padres just owned them this year. I mean, the Padres just, I mean, what were they, 2-10 against Padres?
I
Something
think
like
that was,
ugly.
And any thoughts on the World Series is actually later today.
Yeah. No, I'm
Canada.
excited. I mean, I'll be pulling for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one team I'll root for the Dodgers against, and that happened to be last year.
Yeah.
It's anybody but the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's the one I refuse to.
Yeah.
I refuse to pull for the Yankees, and a lot of it. Steve Kerr and I talked about it. Was we were both Dodger fans back then. Before I shed that skin and became.
Who was your favorite Dodger back then?
Ooh, good question.
Probably Reggie Smith.
Oh,
he was
love Reggie Smith.
You should ask my uncle Paul Tonelli about.
You should tell Tom. Tell him.
Well,
tell him the story.
I wasn't there, but my dad was there. My grandfather was there. Paul's dad. They were John at Reggie Smith, and he tried to climb in the stands after him. Candlestick.
Different era, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Different era.
Yes.
It's like,
It was like 17.
Hey.
Reggie finally had enough. He said,
Yes.
I'm coming up there,
Yeah.
man.
don't poke the bear. Don't feed the animals. They'll climb the fence and
They had
get
a
your
leg.
ass.
There was like no security.
Right.
Yeah.
There was nobody holding them back. He's like, I'm coming up there, you guys.
Yeah.
And he did. And he did.
No, but Reggie Smith. I like Ron Say. I like the Penguin. I like the Penguin. Steve Yeager.
Yeah, Yeager.
Liked Yeager. But yeah, but we were both highly agitated. In fact, I think Steve said he cried when Reggie Jackson stuck his ass out on that throw from Bill Russell.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was going to be a double play.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I said what the fuck. I mean, I was pretty young.
Yeah.
I might have. I was like 15. I
The
could have said
10-year-old
that.
version of
I was
that.
like, how do you not see that?
Yeah.
I go, he stuck his ass out.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so obvious. It's like, I mean, it wasn't Josh Naylor jumping up and spinning around and getting hit in the back of the head,
Yeah.
which, man, I give that guy credit. He's like, you know, I'm wearing one here. And he wore one and then got out anyway because you can't do that. But no, so anybody but the Yankees.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get to the World Series in a minute. But the Giants, I want to get back to Vitello because I think it's fascinating. But it's gonna. Kipe said it, and I agree. They need two pitchers because I think Roop, the numbers were good, but the underlying numbers weren't as good as his ERA was.
Yeah.
Birdsong, is he going to figure out if those strikes at any point?
Yeah.
Wizenhunt, can he get a third pitch? Like his changeup's really good, but the fastball isn't good enough to just have a fastball and a changeup. Like he needs something else to mix that bends, that mix, and then the bullpen, which everybody thought was great. You know, Duvall, I'm not happy. I mean, I'm not unhappy to see go.
Yeah.
Walker, no idea what happened to him.
Right.
No idea what happened to him. And then Rodriguez, who knows when he's going to be back. And so you're looking at a bullpen now. You're like, you used to think we're good 7, 8, 9. Now it's like,
Question mark.
what do we do 7,
Yeah,
8, 9?
It's a question mark.
Like, what do we do?
Yep.
I love the left side of the infield with Adames and Chapman.
Me too.
Not just about the numbers. I like the attitude. I love the fact Adames is a top stepper, even when he's over 4. Like
Yeah.
he's there. He's bought in for the
Yep.
team. I like the fact that Chapman's ultra professional and he's going to be prepared every single game.
Yep.
And he's an incredible glove. I do believe that Jung-Hoo Lee, if this offense is going to be as good as it can be, he's got to be the leadoff hitter.
Could you help us? Could you help us co-sponsor something for Jung-Hoo Lee? Paulie and I want to get him a chin strap for his helmet.
You don't like him falling off all the time?
Dude, he comes up in the batter's
What are you
box.
talking
He'll take
about?
back, that thing comes flying
We
off.
want that Willie Mays stuff right there. Let's go.
Could you imagine if he stepped up to the plate and he had a chin strap on? It'd be,
No.
it'd be amazing.
No.
It'd be amazing.
I mean, even 7-year-olds don't have a chin strap.
Uh,
That would be pretty cool, though.
hey, what about like Bregman says he wants out of Boston, right? And
Where are you
also
gonna put him?
second base, maybe. You know, I'm not sold on Schmidt
Man.
being an everyday second baseman.
No, I know, but I don't know if they're going to spend $30 million on a second baseman when they already have
Yeah,
monster money invested in Devers, Adames, and Chapman.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, if he wants to come, yeah, absolutely.
And then
I
what
mean, the
about,
more bats, the better, because
totally. Yes.
there's still, I feel like they're still kind of light
Yes.
a bat,
Mhm.
but it's still it's look, it's to me it's more than a competent offense. Like that offense should be able to compete.
Yeah.
With most teams. Are they the best offense? No. But they should have enough power. I'd like to see him steal a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what Eldridge turns into? We have
Right.
no idea. He could be another 30 home run guy. He could be a guy that doesn't make it in the majors. I mean, who knows?
Oracle Park scares me for lefty hitters. It makes me realize how incredible Bonds was, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, like Schwarber, right? They're talking about Schwarber or Bryce Harper leaving Philly. And it's like, but if they came to Oracle, I don't know if they'd have anywhere near the same numbers because of Oracle Park, right? And so I don't know if I want that. Like that's what excites me about Bregman is you get some pop and you get some power on the right, another right-handed power hitter.
Yeah. Bro, you follow baseball.
I love baseball.
Are you fucking kidding me? There's not a park in here that can hold Schwarber.
Wow.
The Oracle would not affect Schwarber. Schwarber. They don't say Schwar bombs for nothing. Okay, this guy hits rockets out of it.
Well, Schwar bombs haven't met the marine layer.
Well, I think Schwar bombs go right through the marine layer. Those things are just. I mean, this dude when he hits balls, it's like ooh, it's like I mean,
and the trajectory is like. It's like the crazy angle of his bombs.
Mashes.
What about
any three of those guys? Like, come on over.
Yes.
Come on over if you want to come on over.
I'm going to hand the mic to Paulie in a second, but what about, they say that Scherzer just raved about, Max Scherzer raved about Vitello and about, because I was Vitello coached Scherzer at Missouri. And then there's chatter because he only signed a 1-year deal in Toronto. Would you be interested in having
Scherzer and Verlander? The fucking double old man?
I think Verlander would probably have to, skedaddle. And he's
we needed him this year, though. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Would you flop the two? Would you take Scherzer and not re-sign Verlander?
I kind of liked having Verlander again. Like we really needed him at the end of the year, like in September. He was the most reliable arm they had.
No, he was good. Yeah, I'd have to look into it because I know Scherzer was dinged up a little bit this year with the Blue Jays, so I don't know. That's good to hear.
He's getting paid by like 5 teams right now. Too.
He is.
That's insane.
But that's good to hear that he's like, yeah, I can vouch for this guy.
Yeah.
Right? As long as you get, I feel like the movie The Jerk. As long as they get a voucher. Mr. and Mrs. Newsbaum. I'll vouch for him. But it's good. Look, I think. Here's what players want to know from a manager or a coach. Can I relate to you? Do you know what it's like doing what we do? And do you understand the pressures that come with it? Can you help me get better? Do you know what you're talking about? Like, is what you're saying resonating with me? And I think it's much different than it used to be in that used to be their manager's responsibility. Every team now has thousands of coaches. Like everyone's involved, right? There's so many people involved that the manager doesn't have to do it himself. Now, he's the one that's ultimately making the decisions. And I know some people, because we were talking about when Melvin got fired. I go, do you think Melvin forgot baseball in the last 5 years?
Right.
I mean, he's still a really good manager.
Sure.
Sometimes you just need a new path. And somebody said he sucked with the bullpen. I go, well, fucking the bullpen's got to pitch better. Exactly. I go, well, what do you think? I mean, everybody talked about how Boach handled the bullpen, like how great he was handling the bullpen. And he was good, there's no doubt.
But he had studs.
But shit, when you bring them in and they do well, you're going to look good.
Yeah.
You're absolutely going to look good. Yeah. Remember how good Gabe Kapler looked that year?
Yeah.
That magic 107 win year? Like everybody that came in did great.
Yep.
Was he pushing the right buttons, or did the players get the credit for coming in and doing the job?
And the one thing Paulie and I talked about a bunch, throughout the season and when Melvin got let go is I didn't do the research, but the number of different lineups that Melvin put together offensively and defensively to try and get something kick-started, to kind of get something going. How many different players led off? How many different players hit cleanup? How many different players? Like Jung Hoo Lee was all over the lineup. So
he was.
You got to credit Melvin for trying to get creative and trying to make something happen.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, sometimes it's just we need to move on. Yeah. And I think Buster taking the job probably wanted to get his guy. Somebody in there that was aligned with him. But no, I'm excited. Max isn't. Max has had it already. Max has already given up on the season. He's like, we're fucking done.
Is this reverse ageism? It's not gonna work.
Wow. Confident take, too. It's not going to work. Double thumbs down from Max.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who it was. It was the shower door guys that are out there. Yeah.
Looking over the fence. A lot of action
they're
over
like,
here
yeah,
today.
I got way too much action. So I'm
How's
gonna
that
tell
cut
you
on your nose doing,
Give
T?
me 2 minutes. You guys let them talk.
We'll entertain.
I'm gonna
we'll
let
entertain.
I'm gonna take the
You
mic.
take that mic, T.
I'm gonna let the shower door guys in. All right. I'm telling you, today's fucking one of those days. I'm not getting another beer.
Yeah, might as well.
15 minutes to Dennis.
That's why the guy comes over and
All right,
Tom,
T.
we'll talk Niners when you get back.
Yeah, a little Niner hit before we go.
I would like to pass the mic.
By the way, what time is first pitch tonight? World Series 5, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing 5:08, Paulie.
How about 5:07? You want to meet me in the
Yeah.
middle? We
I'm
got our
guessing,
crack staff on it.
Yeah, I'm guessing 5:08.
All right. Yeah.
5:08.
I'm looking for a Blue Jay win tonight.
They-
right out of the gate.
Game 1 is. Oh, it's 5 on the dot. What happened to the 08?
Well, Tony, this is the World Series now.
Oh,
This is the
oh.
Fall Classic.
Okay.
We don't deal in decimals or fractions. We
Dude.
deal with top of the hour,
Oh.
pal.
Speaking of decimals and fractions, man, my son Dom's homework last night,
Oh, don't.
adding
No.
fractions
no.
and
I can't help you. I mean, I can't help you. In fact, lose my number when it comes to stuff like that. Unless you want the kid to fail.
Oh.
Unless you want him to get it like a D
And
minus.
plus, I'm like really tired. He's like, Dad, can you help me with this? And I look at it, and it's like I'm looking at another language.
No,
Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
it still is one of the greatest mysteries of my life.
yeah,
How I graduated, I got through high school
Yeah,
math
yeah,
at all.
right.
I remember algebra, geometry. Once I got into geometry, you're throwing triangles at me now, trapezoids. And I knew, I'm telling you right then, Tony, I remember sitting in class as a 15-year-old, like with my rush jacket on and stuff. And I'm sitting there going, I know for a fact, whatever, I was the internal dialogue. I said, whatever I do with my life and my career, it's not going to involve trapezoids.
dude.
I guarantee you that much.
No.
It's not going to involve like moving the
Hold
decimal
on.
point over to none of that stuff is going to be part of my life. And my prediction was correct.
What about Paulie? How much of your life involved a rhombus?
You know what I mean? That's a word I remember. I have no idea what it means.
Yeah.
What's a rhombus? Well, it
It's
sounds
more
like a character from Where the Wild Things
Oh,
Are.
no. It's a
The
geometrical
rhombus.
shape. It's a geometrical shape.
Again.
Yeah.
What use of that do I have in my life?
Wow.
Tony, bring in the rhombus.
Wow.
Yeah, no, bigger. Making it bigger. You know what I mean? Like
You know what? It's actually not a bad band name.
the rhombus.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Rhombus.
Actually, I was thinking yesterday about band names. I forgot to say this on the air, but I jotted it down because Tony at one point said, all right, I have a complaint. And I wrote down complaint. And I thought Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Paulie Mack and the Complaints.
Good.
It's not
Good.
bad.
It's good.
You guys can be complaints. You can be one of the complaints. Yeah.
Fine. Back to the World Series.
Yeah.
I feel like game 1 tonight is massive. If Toronto loses game 1 and they lose home field advantage, basically, that is huge.
I think if there is any way you could say that there's any momentum going into this game, I think you would have to say it's with Toronto because they're in their hometown. They didn't have to travel. The way they won that series was so dramatic and so storybook. The Springer home run.
Yep.
The bunt. By the way, Dommy and I had our art director Don Peralta. I was like, somewhere Tony's got to be thrilled because that bunt, like playoff baseball bunting, moving the runners over, 3-run shot. And I think the Dodgers are so unflappable, and the problem with their lineup is it just keeps coming. Like it just keeps coming. You get through Shohei, there's another one right behind. Like it's just on and on. But maybe the Jays have that atmosphere that's going to kind of feed them.
Well, that dome's going to be rocking tonight.
Geddy Lee might be singing the national anthem.
No
is
way.
that facted? I heard it's a
Would he
rumor.
play it on base?
No, he'll sing it. He'll just sing it.
Play it while he's singing.
I don't.
too? Lou's
She's
back.
like, let me open this guy up.
Hey, Lou.
She's like, I already
Lou.
got Tony. Let me get this dude.
Lou, I got scars.
Yeah.
I got scars.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit on my lap now.
But I saw it here. Tell me to turn this back in your direction.
Lou's like, this is my chair now, man.
Hey, are you serious? This is mine.
It's totally.
Lou, you want to come back over here?
Pizzeria.
Not too yet. You're just gonna sit on my lap. Come here.
Real quick, while Tom's getting situated.
Yeah.
I saw something hilarious on Twitter yesterday. where all the news is breaking about the NBA gambling stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was a tweet of Shohei boarding a plane to Canada. And the tweet said, "Oh, look who's leaving the country."
Yeah. Yeah. Look who's fleeing.
Yeah.
Fleeing the
Like,
scene. Right.
That was good stuff.
Right.
You know the best?
Yeah.
If I don't break anything today, that'll be a major accomplishment. It just feels like one of those days.
Your leg tan is impressive. You're a shorts guy.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I've had so much skin cancer on the top half. I thought I'd even it out.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, I'm trying to get a little melanoma.
A little balance.
Yeah, trying to get a little melanoma down there and see if I can do that. Maybe a little basal cell, mix it in a little bit. So I probably have. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have 8 scars, 8 things I've had to get taken off. Yeah. Fucking amazing.
I mean,
Dude, pretty soon I'm gonna be able to make a Leatherface mask.
well,
Just out of my skin. Get the fucking
you should get
chainsaw.
Leatherface. You should get Leatherface to join Mike over here.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But public service announcement time of the show. How did you know at first, like, to go get checked or to go? How did you know something was amok with like a mole or
Okay. If you have skin that's flaky, you take it off, like it'll come off,
Okay.
and then it flakes up again, like it's always dry. Or if you have, I don't want to say, like, it could be a sore, or it could just be something that's red,
Okay.
and it won't heal.
Gotcha.
I always know it's cancerous if it doesn't heal. If it never heals and scabs back over again, that means, to me anyway, I'm not sure. There's probably dermatologists out there going, "Oh God, don't say that. You're fucking gonna no. You don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
And I might not.
No,
But if it doesn't heal, then I know there's probably cancerous cells in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, shit, time to go. But now I go like every 4 months.
Yeah, better just to go get checked out, right?
Which sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm 25% minimum, 25% Irish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, did I have to get the fucking skin? Like, couldn't it have been something else? Yeah, did I have to get the skin?
Yeah.
Because my skin's the worst. It's just the worst skin.
Well, not your legs, man. Your legs.
Yeah,
are nice
well,
and
we'll
tan.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So far.
I'm like, can I peel this off? Is there anything we can, like, just peel it off and, like, like that? Did you guys watch Westworld?
No.
Okay, the intro to Westworld was like it was like they showed a skeleton, then muscle being put over the skeleton, and then they'd paint the muscle, and then all of a sudden it'd be like a kind of a robot.
Oh.
And then that's they didn't call them robots because they were like human replicas or whatever. But that's what I want. I want to just take the skin off like a zipper, step out of this skin and go into. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind, like, maybe like some Puerto Rican skin or something like that, like a little melon. Yeah, I'll take an Oktoberfest, like a little melanin. I would like a little melanin in my skin, so I'm gonna worry about all this crap. But I was gonna say real quick, because I don't want to get to the Niners.
Yeah.
One of the interesting subplots with the Dodgers going to Toronto and playing the Blue Jays for the World Series is, if you remember correctly, the Blue Jays, a lot of people thought he was going there.
Yes.
He was like the odds-on favorite to go to the Blue Jays.
And the fans are
like,
pissed.
Oh my God.
I think the fans are going to really kind of hold that over him.
They thought. Now, he probably never was. I think he was always going to be. Yeah. Always going to be a Dodger.
But it's something they can kind of hold on to and use.
It'll be like something to like get it in there. I'm sure they'll get into it.
Yeah.
Which will be fun. I wish he would have gone to Toronto, because now he's 40 miles away from where he used to play. And I'm like, oh. I always text my buddy, God, why can't the Angels get a player like that?
Oh, dude.
It'd be so cool if we got a guy like Ohtani. Can you imagine Ohtani and Trout? How could you lose?
Right.
I mean, Jesus. You'd be
untouchable.
in the playoffs every single year. But here's the thing. So you talk about Ohtani, who had another incredible year offensively. Betts didn't.
Right.
Freeman was kind of up and down. He started off great, had a cold spell, and then got going a little bit toward the end. Teoscar Hernandez is kind of like one of the more underrated guys on their team. Muncy is kind of started to get going a little bit. I'm a big Edmund guy. I love Edmund, just like one of those scrappy dudes on the team. But how do you beat that pitching?
You can't. I mean, that's the
They
thing.
got 4 aces.
That's the problem.
And the 5th ace is closing games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally, if Suzuki ends up being what they thought he was going to be, and he still could be, super young. I mean, you have 5 guys that at no worse on any team is a 2.
No, it's like an all-star
At no
team.
worse
It is.
a 2.
It's like an all-star rotation.
It's the dumbest thing. It's like you don't get a break at all.
And then you have the Trinan slider before Sasaki.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you got Snell, who, I mean, by the way, did you hear the Snell's comments about Logan Webb and how he said
That Logan Webb kind of helped him and all that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. That Logan Webb was like helpful to him last
I
year.
used to like
yeah.
Logan Webb.
Yeah.
save me here?
Come on,
Same-
Logan.
Yeah, totally. But you're right, man. It's crazy when they go, oh, hey, we got to their pen. We knocked the
Yeah.
starter out of the game. That's not necessarily a good thing.
Well, I mean, toward the end of the season, it was pretty good.
yeah, true.
Because
True,
Sasaki
true.
wasn't closing a lot of games, and that pen was kind of ass for most of the season. But now these guys are going deeper into games. They're going 7 innings, so they only
Yeah.
got to bridge 1, and then you can get it to Sasaki, who's he's got hit a couple times, but it's absurd. I mean, I think the Brewers were one of the higher scoring teams in the National League, but they scored like 4 runs.
They couldn't do anything.
won a game?
Yeah, completely shut
was
down.
it.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
Oh, Glass now. He's like our 3rd best guy. Why? Oh, because we have Snell and Yamamoto.
I mean,
and Ohtani.
best thing we can hope for is that it just turns into a good series. Give me 6 games, 7 would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think that it's possible because the Blue Jays do have pop. They have hot bats and they do have home
Yeah,
field.
Vladdy's been
And he's fun to
amazing.
watch. I mean, he's
Vladdy's
just
been amazing.
yeah. So if it can go 6 or 7, I kind of feel like that's a win.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
anybody who's a baseball fan.
Yeah. I feel like they almost need to win both at home.
That's what Tony was
Because
saying.
I hate
yeah.
the 2-3-2 format anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Yeah.
give me the old school 2-2-1-1-1.
1-1-1.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know it's a lot of travel, but shit, these guys are flying private.
Yeah.
It's not that big
Yeah,
a deal.
I'm
It's
with you.
It's
Yep.
just the series feels better. I don't know. Again, that's the old school of me that
Yeah.
the 2-3-2 I just don't love. So the Niners, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had the same conversation with Brent because Brent Jones comes on every Monday.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have the same conversation. Him and even Bergie when we do the show after the game. It's like how they pulling this shit off. Like it's amazing to watch where they're at. Because I mean, literally, they could be 2-5 or 3-4
Easily.
And
Yeah.
they're 5-2.
I think it has to speak to Shanahan's system offensively. The fact that, I saw a stat, I can't quote the exact numbers, but over the past 6 seasons, Kyle Shanahan has been the most successful head coach in the NFL when using a backup quarterback, like without his starter.
Yeah.
So the fact that Mac Jones stepped in, got that huge win in LA. I mean, he was getting his ass kicked that night too. He was getting roughed up. Still stood in the pocket, delivered the ball. And I felt like that night, that win in Los Angeles really kind of galvanized the team in a way like, okay, we can follow Mac Jones. Like we can get behind this kid. But I think it's Shanahan's system. Like it's just designed for success offensively. Defensively is another conversation, missing Bosa and Warner, just to name a couple. Now Bryce Huff, unfortunately. But I don't know. What do you think,
Well,
Tom?
I mean, look, Shanahan's system wasn't designed for success last year.
No.
It's a different feeling this year. And it started in Seattle with that Tonjes catch. It's like when Purdy threw that, you're like, what do you do? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And then they went against Arizona. They're like, oh, they're going to win the game. And then Arizona comes down and scores. You're like, oh, shit, they're not going to win the game. And they go down and kick a field goal. You're like, oh, I like this Pinheiro guy. This is nice. You got a field goal. Okay, we're good. And like the only game I thought they had a decent handle on early was the New Orleans game. Like I felt like I was there for that game. They didn't dominate, but you felt like they were kind of in control. Like they kind of had a good handle on that one. And then you go down to LA, and there's just like they come out touchdown, and then LA slowly gets back into it.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, LA is going to reel them in. They're going to find a way to win this game. Kyron Williams at the 1 yard line touched it. What? Yeah, what?
Yeah.
and we were all sitting there as me and Bergie and Haley were watching the game. And Haley's the funniest person to watch a game with. She like watches it in the last quarter. Her foot was like doing this.
Oh, nice.
She goes, I can't take this. She texts me all the time. She texted me last night at the Warrior game. She goes, I literally can't. I'm gonna have a heart attack. She goes, I can't watch this game anymore. This game's gonna break me.
How old is Haley now?
Haley's 23.
Wow.
So she just it really kind of stresses her out to watch. So a lot of times she'll like see the score at the end of the game, and then she'll go back and watch it.
Oh, nice.
She goes, I just can't watch the last 4 or 5 minutes. So we're watching it, and the first thing we see is like everybody kind of look, that look like a fumble, like, oh shit. We're like, did he fumble it? And then you see the Niners do the like it's our ball, which everybody does anyway. So I'm like, well, let's see. And then the ref pointed that way. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
We were watching that game with Brent Jones and Bryant Young with a Kirk Reynolds, Dwight Clark Legacy Series function.
Oh, nice.
And the mood in the room like you said, when Kyron Williams on the goal line, the mood in the room was kind of somber, and all of a sudden the fumble and the place erupted.
Yeah.
Erupted because it was such a momentum shift.
It's incredible.
Yeah, hey, this might be a totally dumb question, and they don't call it turf toe in the NBA, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But have you ever had something similar to turf toe?
Never had anything like that.
You haven't? Okay.
No, I heard it's super painful.
Well, that's what Brent Jones was saying. He said he had like a mild case and it still hurt.
Yeah, I heard it's like real. It sounds like, get on the field. Are you kidding me? Turf toe?
Right.
Check out Brent Jones' reaction to the punch out. Well,
yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that shot.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
That is great. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
That was my living room. There's only 3 people, but that was the living room.
Yes. Yeah.
It was like just screaming, like, oh my God. Like that was incredible. So there's just something about this team.
Yes.
That I don't know if it's like a belief thing, if it's you do it a couple times and the equity that you build from that, you feel like we're going to figure it out. Like I think sometimes you get that feeling like, wow, there's something special going on here.
Yeah.
If we just hang in there, we'll find a way to win this game, because they could be 0-3 in the division. They're 3-0 in the division. And 2 of those games are on the road. So it's been, I mean, the Atlanta game was just a masterpiece defensively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we talk about the guys they've either picked up during the offseason or guys they picked up after the season started that have helped this team. Bryce Huff, of course, he's hurt, because why wouldn't he be?
Right.
Mac Jones, those are 2 offseason guys.
Yep.
Then you get in-season guys. Bourne, who's had some huge games. Pinheiro, who's hasn't missed.
Unbelievable.
I feel like he's single-handedly taking away PTSD from Niner fans.
Yeah. I feel liberated.
He comes out there, you're like, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then solid during the offseason.
Oh.
I mean, he's been incredible. And then it reminds me a little bit of the Giants when they won 107 games, where no matter what button they pushed, worked. Called up somebody for 2 weeks, they played well.
Yeah.
Had somebody come in, close a game that doesn't close the game, pitched well.
Yeah.
You needed a hit, you got a hit.
Yeah.
Your 3 veterans, Belt, Crawford, Posey, had incredible years that no one saw coming.
Right.
And everybody kind of pitched in. Like, Warner goes down, and it'll be felt, there's no doubt about it. But Bethune comes in.
Yeah.
Incredible game, right? Incredible game. Bosa goes down. Huff takes over as your edge guy.
Yeah.
So they've filled in. They've managed to just figure it out. It's just so impressive watching them play. And it's really fun watching them play, because it's always fun watching the games, but you're like, literally, how are these guys doing it? They don't have another rabbit in the hat, do they? And all of a sudden they're like, whoop, got another one.
And like you said, Tom, on the defensive side of the ball, they're missing, Pro Bowl talent. Same on the offensive side. Purdy, Kittle, Ayuk, Pearsall. I mean, he's not a Pro Bowler, but he's a good young receiver. And it's the fact that they're having this kind of season without those key pieces makes it all the more kind of impressive,
Oh, it's absolutely impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to have enough to hold off the Rams for the division, because the Rams are really, really good. Although the Rams' schedule is a little bit tougher than the Niners, but man, you've lost not only your 2 best defensive players, 2 of the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah.
You've lost. Offense is going to have to. They're going to have to be like a 28-point a game offense, I think. Although who knows? Maybe Solid just has the magic wand do this year, as they say. Kipe and Krug and Kipe said that he's just going to figure something out with this defense.
I hope so.
Purdy comes back. Pearsall comes back. Ayuk at some point is going to come back. Although we were talking to Steve Young, and he said, it's hard to say when he's going to be back to being Ayuk. And that you always have to keep that in the back of your head. Just because you're back doesn't mean you're back.
Yeah.
But
true.
I mean, McCaffrey's having I talk about all these different players, but McCaffrey has been awesome this year. And I'd like him to lessen the workload just a little bit.
I said the same thing. That's my only concern.
Yeah, but when you're a coach, it's like, shit, I got to win.
Yeah. Well,
do
he's
I want
giving
my
them
best players on the field. Yes, I do.
Tom, how do you view like the I guess the hierarchy in the NFC, like Buccaneers, Lions, I guess Philly's in there, I guess. But for me, watching that Lions win the other night over the Bucs, I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I would say those are the teams that I'd still kind of think Green Bay's probably up there in that mix. But I don't look at it as, oh, this team's the team to beat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there is that team.
I agree.
Rams are in there. Right there too, and I think the Niners are in that mix.
Yeah,
you keep waiting for the injuries to take their toll, but yeah, I mean, like if I'm just looking at teams right now that I think have a chance to win a Super Bowl in the NFC, it'd be Buccaneers, Packers, Lions, Eagles, Rams, Niners.
yeah.
Am I missing anybody?
That sounds about right.
I'm not sure. Of course, it may not matter. The Chiefs look like they're the best team in football again.
There you go. Yeah.
And Seattle's
Chiefs
funky.
are like, oh, we're bad.
Seattle's funky too. Like
Yeah, you know what? I might put Seattle in there too.
Yeah.
I did forget about them. I think Seattle might be
right. They're playing good ball.
might be in there,
If we were gambling men,
which we are.
Right.
Well, I am.
I am too.
Just wait.
Yeah, right.
I just wager.
We
Yes,
just wager.
as they say, I don't gamble. I
just
just wager.
Like a gentleman would. Yeah.
But we don't involve the Gambinos or the Lucchese's or the Genoveses.
we try to keep them out of it.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
Genoveses.
Yes.
I like my bones where they are.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, no fishes. They don't,
No, we don't want to sleep.
Right.
With fishes.
but the Niners or the Texans, last time I checked, were favored by 1.5.
They are.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I've tried to process this and think like, how can that be? And I still don't understand it. Do you?
Yeah.
You do.
Take the Texans.
Well, really?
Yeah, I like the Texans this week.
Really?
Yeah.
D'Amico Ryan's factor?
Well, not just the D'Amico Ryan's factor. Like Houston's pretty good defensively.
They are.
They
They
get
are.
after you defensively.
They
CJ
are.
Stroud hasn't had a good season.
Was O-line.
I think. Yeah, I
He's
know.
O-line.
I think Nico Collins is banged up.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But this is like he's out.
He's out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Nico Collins out.
Mhm.
I just think it's not a great spot
Yeah.
for the Niners, right? With the travel,
Yep.
you go from Tampa, Atlanta, back to Houston. Short week, a little bit of a short week
yeah.
because you got the
Yeah.
Sunday night football game,
God.
and then you got the early morning game, the 10 a.m. West Coast time game in Houston. And I never mind betting against teams that don't look good on Monday Night Football. And Houston looked terrible.
Right.
Like Houston looked like you can't move the ball at all.
Yeah.
Like Seattle just manhandled them. So the image of those two games, both standalone games,
Mhm.
you have the Niners, gutty performance. You know, the defense was dominant, and McCaffrey's back to being an MVP candidate, and they beat Atlanta on Sunday Night Football.
Right.
Very next night, you get Seattle pummeling Houston
Right.
on Monday Night Football. So yeah, to me, and I'm not saying I'm going to take it, but if I did,
You would.
I would take the Texans.
Interesting.
I would absolutely take the Texans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just because I saw that, I was like, wow, interesting. I mean, I respect the D'Amico Ryan's fact. I do. And I like
D'Amico's really good.
really good.
Yeah.
D'Amico's
Really good.
Really, really good.
And last thing for me, Saleh. You mentioned Saleh earlier.
Yeah,
the Saleh
Incredible.
factor. But don't you feel like he's gonna get another job offer and then adios?
Not soon. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think he's going to be here at least a couple years.
I hope
I hope
so.
so.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, Shanahan hopes so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I guarantee you. Hey, look, if the Texans keep sucking, maybe D'Amico can come back. They can just keep rotating D'Amico and Sala whenever they get let go.
It's like a rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing Sala learned is if you're going to take a job, make sure it's the right job in a stable organization.
Which the
You know,
Jets are
working-
none
yeah.
of those
Who's
things.
their owner? I think Woody Johnson's the owner. That guy's a mess. And the Jets are a mess. So it's hard because there's only 32 of those jobs and you're getting paid big bucks too. You're like, I get to run my own ship. So I'm going to take whatever job comes up, I'm going to take.
Yeah.
But if you trust yourself or confident in who you are and your abilities, wait for a good opportunity.
That's why we were worried about
come
the
along.
solid Jets thing immediately, because it's like a death sentence. I mean, that's where people go to die with the Jets.
Oh,
Ultimately,
look what's happening to Aaron Glenn.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
who knows?
yeah,
Boys, it was great having you out.
yeah. Thanks,
It
Tom.
was awesome. I'm glad you got treated to Lou Deluxe.
I've got a scar.
You do. You got Lou Deluxe.
Physical.
Absolutely.
I've got a scar.
Lou is like, let's go.
She's
Look.
sound asleep right now.
I
Thank you,
know.
Lou.
She's like, I did my work. My work is done
Yes.
here.
I opened up Tony. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
I opened him up.
Bunny's over there digging in the side. I don't know what the hell she's doing.
She's been digging for about a half hour.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah.
That's not good. Hopefully the house, the foundation, it doesn't like sink in like like the house starts sinking in like one of those movies,
Or it's
like,
like,
Tremors, like she's digging into the house. Yeah, exactly. If Kevin Bacon shows up, I'm not going to be thrilled.
Also, Tom will be seeing you again on Monday.
Monday,
Yes.
I'm going to join you guys at Longboard Pizza.
Yeah, we'll be at Longbridge Pizza on 3rd Street, just south of Chase Center. Just
Is it Long Bridge?
Longbridge Pizza.
Okay,
yeah.
I call it Longboard. So,
So-
I've messed up Tom Vitello,
Yeah.
and I've messed up one of your sponsors. Let's see what else I can screw up today. What
Well,
other
supposedly,
damage can I incur here on the show?
I didn't know this, but Neil Denardi, the owner of Longbridge, told me that it's called Longbridge because 3rd Street used to be a long bridge.
Did it really?
Yeah, which I had no idea. Yeah.
Old school.
Way back in time,
Yeah.
used to be a long bridge. So I was like, wow. So now it's called Longbridge Pizza. Just south of Chase, you're doing the Dubs Grizzlies game, so you'll join us for a little while.
Yeah.
And by the way, we said we're all big on ish. So the 4-ish, we're big on ish.
Were you big on ish? I'm a huge ish guy.
Ish. You should have a T-shirt that just says ish.
Ish.
Right.
Well, I know you're a big ish guy because
I'm
you're a big ish guy.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
I love ish. The band Fish. I love
Yep,
ish.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Ish gives you leeway,
Yes.
right? You got
Yes.
you got some wiggle room.
Yes. Yes.
Problem
Yes.
with ish though is I start taking advantage of that too,
I know.
and it
I
becomes
definitely-
ish.
I
7:30 ish.
yes.
You know,
Yes.
you're there like 50, you're like 7:55. It's not even close. Exactly.
I'll never be the first to arrive, but I'm never the first to leave.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Put it that way.
That's just as long as you're not asked to leave.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Just as long as you're not the last to arrive and the last hey, you got to leave now.
Right. Yes.
We're done. Yeah,
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, there's the door.
you don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right. But hey, yeah. So Longbridge Pizza will
Yep.
be there Monday. Tom will join us. We'll get going 4:15 ish,
Ish.
and
Come over and hang with you guys. Talk. There's a bunny.
and then
As you guys are taking out, the bunny's bopping around.
take it away.
That's what we like to see.
But
We'll talk some Warriors. Get ready for the Grizzlies,
Oh,
and
yeah.
get a game tonight, so
Sweet.
we'll
Thanks,
discuss
Tom.
that a little bit. Look at her paws.
Yeah.
Jesus criminy.
Love it.
What is going on there?
Love it.
She's been digging for a half hour.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's good work.
That is it's not
Brownie,
good
that's
work
good
at all.
work.
This is just-
This is
is
like
like-
what's the tower in San Francisco that's slanted or
Bro,
leaning
I
or
can't wait just to go.
Millennium Towers? This is Alameda's version of the Millennium Towers. It's like slanting.
I just can't wait. Once we get done talking to Dennis, I just want to go sit inside and just pound beer and then pass out. That's what type of day it's been.
Beautiful.
That's what
Beautiful.
I can't do it though because somebody's putting in shower doors right now. Oh,
Oh,
you know how you know the day's wild because I'm wearing a backward hat.
Yes,
mean,
I love
that
wow.
that's where the day is at. So from now on, if you watch your show, if you see me wearing a backward hat, you're like, oh, Tom's having one of those days. Huh?
Tom's had a day.
Yeah, Tom's had a day.
The Osbournes on the Osbournes TV show when it first came out, that all the scenes when Ozzy had his hair up in a bun, that
Yeah.
means he was drunk.
Oh,
That
Really?
was like his non-verbal signal to his family. Yeah. So anytime you see him with his hair up on
Really?
that show, man, he was drunk. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't have it up every single show.
Well, same kind of thing with Tom now. Look for
Yeah.
that backwards
Yeah,
hat.
it's
You'll
a
know
good
what's up.
signal.
Yeah.
If the hat is backwards, you're gonna go, ooh, I feel you. I feel you.
Hey, on the way out, any chance we'll see you at Rush in October?
Possible.
Okay.
Definite
All right.
possibility.
Okay.
Lori, I've seen him before. Back when we played in Oakland,
Mhm.
we used to go to free concerts.
Yeah.
We go to the locker room, hang out, whatever.
Yeah.
I go to the locker room, hang out, wait till the show starts, and just like go cruise and
Oh.
find some seats. So I saw Heart, I saw Rush.
Nice.
We snuck into U2. That was a little tougher because U2 is completely packed.
Oh, I bet.
And
I
even
bet.
the security guards knew us. They're like, hey, you guys can't stand here. You got to go somewhere else. So we were like kind of going. It was okay, though, because it wasn't even a great concert. It was the Lemon Tour. I was like, eh. They didn't sing any of their old stuff. I'm like,
No.
yeah, Bloody Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's fucking go.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New Year's Day, Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Can we do something? Okay, two hearts beat as one. Give me no, nothing. I got nothing. Glory, nothing. Zero. It's all new stuff. And I didn't mind the Octung Baby stuff, but I'm
Ooh.
like, God dang! I mean, we get nothing. Like you just
No.
cut it off like that, Bono.
No.
What are we doing here? Like,
I was-
please.
I was saying to Paulie, wouldn't it be sweet if when we all see Rush in October, that Geddy Lee is given like a like the Blue Jays beat the Dodgers and Geddy Lee gets a commemorative World Series ring from the team.
We know he's a huge baseball guy.
Huge guy, and he decides to wear it on stage while he's
That'd be
playing
pretty
the bass.
sweet.
Oh, come on,
That
come on.
would be pretty sweet.
Make it happen, Blue Jays.
You could
Come
wear a
on.
Kelly Gruber jersey.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, boys. I will see you on Monday, 4:15 ish.
Yes.
Longbridge Pizza. I go over
Yes.
there before I call the game, so that'll be a good time had by. Well, thanks for coming out.
Oh, thanks for having us, man.
That's
Come
awesome, man.
on. I want to thank Mike too
Thanks,
for having
Mike.
us. Mike,
Thanks, Mike.
I'm glad he's rocking the saloon font, by the way. That's good. It's good.
All right, we're gonna take a beer break. I guess Homer's gonna take us to beer break, and then we'll talk a little handicapping with Dennis Ranahan at Quox High Sports, pigsfootball.com. Next, here on the Tom Tolbert Show. All right, let's get to handicapping. We had our beer break. We had our fun. That was fun. Like
It was good hearing you guys. It was good hearing you
I
guys.
got Paulie Mac, and that was a good time. Now it's time to get down to serious business. Get down to some handicapping. Dennis Renahan, Quackside Sports, PicksFootball.com. Well, the bar is set pretty low, so we can only go up from last week, I think, Dennis. I think
so. Yeah.
You and I scuffled a little bit last week. But as I always tell people, look, this is a marathon. This goes throughout the year. So and I always say that after bad weeks. I always go, look, you've been around this a long time, longer than I have, but I've been around it long enough to know, look, it happens. You're going to have weeks where you go 5-0. You're going to have weeks where you go 0-5. It happens. It's not about 80%. It's about, can you get between 56 and 58? Just keep grinding it out. And look, I've been with you for a long time, and I know that at the end of the year, usually you're pretty happy and pretty satisfied with picks. It doesn't mean there are not bumps along the way. So we deal with adversity here, Dennis, and then we sally forth and move on.
That's right. Well, I never tout the winners. I never overstate the winners. It kind of gives me permission to not need to talk about past games at all. But
yeah,
I do notice that sometimes bad weeks have me on good teams, which is not my forte. So last afternoon, I had the Chargers, thinking the Chargers would handle the Colts in that spot, and I did too. I had the Broncos thinking, they're gonna roll the Giants, and I watched the show as we talked last week, and I noticed I said, oh, that's one of those games that's 17-0, 24-3, 31-10. And I looked at that when I rewatched the show. I went, oh, that's way too confident. That's not where wins come from, and I need to teach that lesson. What we need is a bite, as I tell Kevin. When he comes up with a play that's mechanical. And he says, this team should handle him. Where's the bite, Kevin? Where's the fear? As John Madden used to say, the greatest motivator is the fear of failure, and I believe that. And I've made a living betting on fear. And we got a couple this week that'll get people's attention. It's one of those things where you're kidding me. You can't be, but yeah.
Greg Popovich used to say appropriate fear. You got to have appropriate fear. If you don't have appropriate fear, you're setting yourselves up for failure. So, all right, well, let's get to the games. Let's start with a game that I kind of like. I don't know if I love it enough to bet, but I'm not so sure I won't. I kind of like the Texans over the Niners this week. I get look. All credit goes to the Niners and those players and that staff, what they've been able to do this year. It goes beyond pulling rabbits out of a hat. It's like the scarf just keeps coming out of the sleeves. Like it doesn't stop. But the players have played well. Salah's been incredible. Mac Jones has been good. It hasn't just been smoke and mirrors. Sure, they've gotten plays that maybe didn't seem likely at the time. Tonjes' touchdown against Seattle, Collins a punch fumble, a Williams at the goal line. I mean, they've had their fair share of like good fortune, but it's a good football team and they're coached well. I just don't like the Tampa to home, back to Houston. You got a standalone win on Sunday Night Football, and then Houston gets a standalone ass kicking by Seattle. Up in Seattle and didn't look good. I like their defense. I don't know what's happened with Stroud. I know Nico Collins is out, but that's the fear you're kind of talking about. Collins is out. We don't have we're going to have to really tighten this thing up or we get beat by a team that's coming in that has a really good record, 5-2. So I don't know. Maybe you can sway me one way or the other, but I'm kind of leaning. Oh, Brock Purdy's been ruled out. Ricky Pearsall's been ruled out. I actually would have liked them if they were in, but anyway, Mac Jones going to start again. He's been more than fine. I kind of like Houston here. How do you see it?
Well, it's interesting. First of all, you were talking earlier about Robert Saleh, and I really thought that when he left for the Jets a few years ago that the 49ers defense was never the same. I thought that was the reason they lost the Super Bowl when the second Super Bowl to Kansas City. And last year, their horrible record, I thought was much more attributable to the defense than the offense. I mean, there were plenty of times when the offense had the Niners in the lead with 6 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go, and the defense never stopped the opponent to make the big play. This year, they're back. That defense is playing super. Now, there's always two teams on the field. And so you have to look at where teams are coming from and where they're going. And in the 49ers case, they have met teams at the right time for where their opponents were coming from. The Rams off a big win. Boom. The Falcons off the Monday night win over the Bills. Boom. Coming in. And so I think the 49ers have overachieved beyond normal things, but I think part of it is attributable to their opponents being in underachieving weeks. And now you've got Houston in a non-underachieving week. When I picked the Houston Texans to be a surprise Super Bowl participant this year, now it would be a much bigger surprise. Yeah. You know, I had football people tell me, not with that offensive line. And so I was looking at motivational stuff and where I thought they were coming from and what they accomplished in the last 2 years. And people in the know that did X's and O's said, not with that offensive line. And that was on full display Monday night against Seattle. When you can't get a half a yard when you need it for a first down or half a yard 5 times and you need it for a touchdown, it's the offensive line's fault. And so that is their liability. Now, the 49ers have also been motivated at the right times. When you were in New Orleans with them, I thought that was a great spot for the 49ers, given it was Mac's first game at quarterback, and the team was going to be buoyed up to compensate for the loss of Purdy. Last week, I think, against the Falcons, the defense was motivated to compensate for the loss of now Fred Warner on the heels of losing Bosa. They're all out of motivation. And they're going into Houston, and Houston has the motivation coming off that loss to Seattle. Will be a pick for us. Will be a rated play on the Houston Texans.
Yeah, well, I'm good. We're aligned. We're aligned there. All right, let me try to find the ugly ducklings this week. There's one that I'm trying to talk myself into this one. I would really like to take the Giants over the Eagles. And I'm not sure exactly how last week psychologically plays into it. I mean, they had that game. That game was theirs. And then Dart threw the pick, and then it all turned. Missed a couple extra points. Like, there's no way they lose that game, but they lost that game. And that's what losing teams kind of do. Everybody's just assuming the Eagles will get revenge here. And maybe they will. I mean, I guess they're capable of it. I still don't love the offense. I don't love the passing game, although it looked much better last week. But their defensive line hasn't been great. Their offensive line hasn't been great. And a divisional dog getting over 7 points. I would like to try the Giants here. I don't know. How do you see this one?
Well, sometimes you have to go on what isn't a play. It's so interesting because the Eagles line up on so many of my graphs, as you say, as a revenge game within a division, you know, and last week we had the Vikings. I thought the Vikings would handle the Eagles on the road, and the Vikings played horrible. And last night we saw how bad they are right now, you know, that they got beat a lot worse by the Chargers than they did at home against the Eagles. And if they hadn't given up the pick six, there's always a story to every loss. But that game, but what I noticed was Philadelphia only gained 45 yards rushing last week. And the Saquon Barkley, you know, circus last year, when you have those kinds of seasons, there is usually a downtrend the next year for that running back. It takes a lot out of you. And so we see the two big runners from last year, Derrick Henry in Baltimore and Saquon Barkley in New York, are both having subpar seasons.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's not the Giants. I mean, it's not their Eagles, right? They still can't run the ball. Yeah, he had a good passing day and he hit a couple long passes. Did Jalen last week, and he was like 17 for 22 or something, which is very good. But at the same time, if Philadelphia is going to start relying on their passing game to win, that isn't them. That's not how they've been successful in the past. So, do I want to lay 7.5 with the Eagles? No. Do I want the New York Giants coming off that loss and maybe more importantly coming off the win on the Thursday night? No. So yeah, I got a lot of things to say the Eagles. They're not good enough to lay those points in that spot, and I don't want the Giants. So for me, this is a real easy non-play.
Got him. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this real quick, and you'll like this, Dennis.
There's the bunny. There's the bunny.
This is the bunny. She's such a sweet little bunny. I love you, little bunny. You're a good bunny. Except when Bunny's not a good bunny. I'm going to show you Bunny's undercarriage right now and let you see what Bunny has been up to. Are you going to try to get out? Hold on. Look at that dirt. That's a bad bunny. That's going to be no Super Bowl halftime for you. No. You can't do that. She's like, it's just black. She's like Andy Dufresne. She's like, she's going to dig under the house. I'm looking at her over there. You should have seen the hole she dug. It was like 2 feet deep. I had to get potting soil to like fill up the hole. And she's like so proud of herself. She's like, oh yeah, look what I'm doing. Like, yeah, that's now I know where they got the term bad bunny. I know where that guy must have had a bunny at some point in his life. And they said, or his mom said bad bunny and he became bad bunny, but I've never seen her that dirty before. Her paws are dirty, her undercarriage is dirty. Just everything's dirty. You're dirty. You're bad bunny. I still love you, but you're a bad bunny. All right, I'm curious what you like this week, because I'll be honest, the Texans was the one that kind of popped out to me. I'm still trying to let me get your temperature on this, and then we'll go over a few games that you like. I'm still trying to get the temperature on the Ravens and the Bears, and that one's kind of bouncing around 6.5, 7, around there. Part of me wants to say, look, just because they're bringing these players back, Lamar Jackson coming back, some defensive players coming back, does that make them better? Of course it makes them better. Lamar Jackson's always in the conversation for MVP. But they're still going to have some defensive issues. And I'm wondering if we're making it too simple. They're back, they're going to be good. Or maybe they are going to be that team. They still struggle stopping the run. Chicago can run the ball fairly well. 6.5 still a fairly large number. Like I kind of wanted to take the Bears on this one, but then again, I was like, God, what if Lamar gets back, he's healthy, and they're rolling again? I'm not sure if the Eagles can keep up. Any interest in this one?
Yeah, it's interesting. Lamar Jackson is such a difference maker. He is the difference maker of any quarterback in the league, and so it appears he's coming back. He had limited practice today, which I was surprised to see. He didn't have the full out. We're watching it. I'm pretty sure he's coming back. I think they want him to come back. They're 1-5. And so they're looking at a situation where they had Super Bowl aspirations when they were in the fourth quarter leading Buffalo on the road in the opener, and now it's just, can we make the playoffs kind of deal? And so I would not go against Baltimore in this spot, but I don't want them either. It's a lot of points. And like you say, yeah, you can bring Lamar back, but can he outscore that defense, his own defense? Can he outscore them? Because we'll see how much better they get. And Chicago is going to be motivated. Nobody's, that's why they're 1-5, because everybody's still playing the Baltimore Ravens. Like, let's get ready for this game. And then the guys that are impersonating the Ravens in those uniforms show up, and they're not nearly as skilled as what you expect, and so they've been able to take them down rather easily. Yeah, another game. You know, you pick two that I've looked at long and hard and said, there's nothing there.
Okay, let me give you one this is one a much younger Tom Tolbert would have bet just on principle. And a 60-year-old Tom Tolbert may still bet it. We're not positive. But I know a younger Tom Tolbert would have bet it. A younger Tom Tolbert would have scanned the lines and without doing much research or without looking a little deeper into the numbers. A younger Tom Tolbert would have said, the Bengals are favored. The Jets suck. The Bengals shouldn't be favored by almost a touchdown against anybody. Now, I look into the numbers a little bit, and I'm not so sure anymore. But I really want to take the Jets here, just on principle. Just like, how dare you? How dare you make not only the Bengals 6.5-point favorites? They were 5.5. They got bet up to 6.5. So apparently, there's some sharp money out there somewhere that thinks the Bengals are worth a play. I mean, I always say when teams have a hard time winning, and they're coming up a big win as well. When you have I think it was the Steelers was their last game. When you have a hard time winning, it's hard to name a number. So tell me I'm ridiculous. Tell me no, don't do that. Because if you say I don't really want the Jets, like I'll be happy not to be on the Jets betting train. I don't really need to have my money riding on the Jets, but I also desperately want to take the Jets.
Yeah, last week when I did have the Jets over Carolina, one of our Sunday losses, I think we've covered them all now. So that Sunday loss, my wife, who, it's just because I love her so much. I let her say these things without any repercussions. But she's so darn honest and so sharp about this. I mean, she's been with me since before I worked for the Raiders. We met in college, so she's been through it all. And she said, why did you take the Jets? Why did you take the Jets?
Well,
and the Jets suck, she said. Why are you on the Jets? It was 13-6. They were in it the whole way. It wasn't like they got blown out. And I'm sitting there, and my defense to her, the comedian Nate Bugazzi, who's my favorite comedian these days, has in his skit where he says that for an argument with his wife, he has the atom bomb stored away, and he thought about using it for about 6 months, and he knew someday when they were in an argument, he was going to use it. And he was going to say, I do my own laundry. Like that was going to end the argument. She was going to have to say, you're right, I got it good. I don't even know why I should be arguing with you. You're right, you do your own laundry. And as he says in his skit, to his surprise, that started a brand new fight. But in my case, I used a parallel comment with Pam last week when she was saying the Jets suck. I said, well, at least I don't have the Titans. I don't know where that came from, but I wanted to find some reprieve on a negative Sunday. I don't have the Titans. How about that? Give me credit for not having the Titans, And so that's how bad the Jets are. But remember, it was just 10 days ago when it was a tough bet, or 8 days ago, it was a tough bet to take Cincinnati plus 5.5 against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And now here we are after they beat Pittsburgh 33-31, not exactly a blowout. And they're favored by a touchdown over the Jets. No. This is an overreaction to Cincinnati, but unfortunately, it's against the Jets, So if you saw the post-game interview with the Bengals, they were acting like they won the Super Bowl. Like Joe Flacco has found his rhythm. He's gonna take them to the promised land now. They're back in the hunt and all this. There was too much enthusiasm for me to think that the Bengals will be in good shape in their next game. But
yeah,
I don't think Pam will let me take the Jets.
You don't want that scorn again. You don't want any of that smoke from your wife. And look, I appreciate that, and I agree. So you know what? For your sake and my sake, also, I'm going to stay away from the Jets too, just in case some of it gets back, and I don't need any of that. All right. So what games are we looking at? Because I know, I just know what this week's going to be. It's going to be one of those weeks where you just got to close your eyes and say, okay, let's go with it, because it's not going to be super fun. Browns may be involved, but who knows? Who do you? Yeah, there we go. There's the yeah, there you go. So what games pique your interest?
Well, first of all, I like money lines. In the right spots. I think money lines, when I've got an underdog, I think is going to win straight up. I like it. And usually the money lines I'm looking at will pay 240, 260, 280, or 140, 141 in that range. This one pays 1030, but the Tennessee Titans are going to upset the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Straight up. And here's why.
What's your wife's phone number? I'm going to have to call her.
Yeah. At least I don't have the Titans. So, yes, I do. Here we go. The Titans, have, under their new head coach, where you're supposed to get a bump. No, they didn't get a bump. They got blown out last week. Now they're playing the Colts, who beat them 41-10 earlier this year. What have the Colts done? They just got by the Cardinals 2 weeks ago in a close game in Indianapolis, then went out on the road as a underdog to the Chargers and beat the Chargers by 2 touchdowns. Now they go back home to play a Titans team that can't beat anybody, with an interim head coach that failed in his first effort. And what do you do if you're the how do you think? Do you think they're going to have trouble sleeping the night before this game? No, this is so easy. I've been in those locker rooms because I was with the Raiders, and we had these games where it was like, yeah, we're playing the Saints. When the Saints are bad, we're playing the Saints, and I could see it, and I knew, when we were favored by 14 over the Saints, and in that particular time they did come back and ultimately win the game, but didn't cover that spread. So of course the spread at 14.5 might well come into play. But I think the Titans are going to beat them. I think the Titans are in the perfect spot where the Colts have no fears of winning this. They know they're going to win this game, whether we cover the spread or not. But they don't have any compulsion that they have to blow them away, because they know the action's always going to be in front of them, and when they need it, they can win it. It's not going to happen. This is the Titans beating the Colts in Indianapolis.
Wow. Okay. Wow, that's like Babe Ruth calling his shot right there. Like that's why. Do not. I'm going to repeat. Do not tell your wife about this pick. Don't say anything. Okay. I'm looking out for you, Dennis. I'm looking out for you. Keep that one to yourself.
50 years of marriage down the drain one afternoon.
Yeah, don't say it. I mean, don't let Cam Ward be the reason a good marriage goes down the tubes, okay? They're not Cam Ward, please. So I'm looking out. Look, I'm looking out for both of you. And if you happen to win, if Tennessee happens to win, we got it on tape right here. We're good. We're good. We got you covered. See,
and if they don't win, no one will care. No one will care if they don't win. Of course, he wasn't serious about that. He was talking through his hat. No, nothing.
Oh my God. I thought about that game. I never thought for a second they were going to win. I thought Indianapolis could play left-handed to beat the Titans. They're so bad. I mean, that team is they're incompetent. They shouldn't have even covered the game against the Cardinals. Cardinals gifted in that one. They say, here, take this. I mean, I had them last week. I thought they were in a great spot last week. I told you, I'm not taking the Bengals. I'm not taking the Titans until they prove they can cover a game. I did take the Bengals because I'm weak. I'm just weak. I can't stick by anything I say. But they did get by the Steelers.
You don't gamble.
No, I just wager. I just wager, Dennis. I do not gamble. And then I thought the Titans were in a great spot against the Patriots. They weren't. And they were even up early. I'm like, oh, hey, maybe that. No. It was really fun to watch Cam Ward drop back, go to throw, and then drop the ball at his own 15. Watch New England pick it up, running in for a touchdown. I'm like, what? I deserve that. I deserve it. So this one, I would look at this one. I don't know if I have the intestinal fortitude to do it, but we have it recorded. We're good.
Money line
Don't-
play. Money line.
Okay, don't.
bet
Okay,
the
okay.
spread.
Yeah,
Don't
do
bet
not
the
tell your
spread.
wife.
Just bet
do
the
not-
money line.
Do not tell your wife. Do not say anything, please. I beg of you, don't say anything. All right, what else piques your interest?
Well, there's a few that piqued my interest. I thought you might mention one. What one do you care about?
Well, I mean, I told you the Texans was the one that really kind of jumped out to me that I really, really liked. The other one, I kind of want to take the Saints. I don't know why I'm drawn to the Saints. Like, there's no reason I should be drawn to the Saints as much as I am. Maybe it's because I don't even think they're great. I just think they're not as bad as I think people perceive them to be, which is kind of a weird way of looking at it. Their defense is like when I talk about the Saints, I think the defense is better than people think it is. It's not great, but it's not as bad as people think. Spencer Rattler, is he good? No, but he's not as bad as people think he is. I don't mind Kamara and Miller at the running back. Like, it's a pretty decent running back. Johnson's pretty good tight end. Olave, pretty good wide receiver. Shaheed, not bad. Like, the offense isn't terrible. It's not good. I don't know why I'm getting stuck on the Saints. And I'd find myself wanting to take the Saints against the Buccaneers. The problem is Buccaneers just lost and got dominated in that game against the Lions. So that probably keeps me off of it. The Browns intrigue me, but I'm tired of going against the Patriots. I feel like I want to go against Patriots. I want to beat the Patriots. And I might have to step away from that one, Dennis, just because there seems to be one team I can't get off of and they beat me. And then one team I can't stop betting against and they beat me some reason. Patriots might be that team, but I would like to take the Browns this week. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, well, let's start with the Saints there because you
Okay.
mentioned it. Here's an interesting point on that particular game. And I'm going to be real interested to see how the numbers come through tonight and tomorrow night from the casinos, because I know people are betting on the Buccaneers. But here's what you have to know about the Buccaneers. Even when they were winning, they were doing it with mirrors. I mean, it was last second here, 1 point win there, 2 point win there, 1 point win there. You know, Baker Mayfield's the MVP candidate because he keeps, orchestrating these comebacks. Well, he's had to orchestrate these comebacks because the team hasn't been dominant. They haven't, the defense hasn't shut people down, and the offense has scored what it had to get as many wins as it did. And then when they met a real quality team coming off a loss last week on Monday night, which was fortunately a win for us, the Lions took it to them. I mean, it wasn't nearly as close on the scoreboard as it was on the field. I mean, it was close on the scoreboard. They dominated that game from start to finish. They left a lot of points on the field with fourth down.
And let's mention that. Let's highlight that just for 2 seconds. That was a winner Dennis had, okay? I mentioned the losers. Let's talk about the winners. And that's actually the first pick you gave out of the week, because you said get it at 5.5, and it did go to 6. So I thought I'd throw that out there. The week wasn't great, but
should have been the top pick. Should have been the top pick. I made a mistake on taking the Vikings. I was enamored by the Vikings down the stretch. But anyway, now we get a situation where now Tampa Bay coming off a loss. Okay, they'll get a win. They go into New Orleans and they opened like it as a 5.5 point favorite. And I know, and I'm going to see how strongly this is true, that the public is going to be betting the Buccaneers. And the line, I've watched it for 3.5 today.
Yeah,
it keeps coming down. Well, who's bringing that down? It isn't the public. And what are the books doing? They're responding to the wise guy money. So the wise guys don't always win, but you wouldn't want the record on the other side of them. And so, there they are. It's the Saints. And then you take the Cleveland Browns. You've got the New England Patriots. It's so tough to bet against a team that's been beating you. We thought they were in a problem against the Saints a couple of weeks. Last week, they could have had a letdown. They didn't. They won again. This week, they go home. This week, it's easy, right? They're playing the Browns. Now, the problem with betting against the Patriots is they're a new winner. You know, they're not used to winning. And so they're not taking it for granted yet. They haven't fallen into that. All we need to do is throw our helmets on the field. And so that's a concern against a team as bad as the Browns.
Yeah.
That may be enough. But boy, this is a horrible spot for the Patriots, a horrible spot where they've overcome the obstacles in New Orleans and last week. And now they go home thinking there is no obstacle. That's where you have your letdown.
Yeah. All right. Before we go, the Raiders don't play this week, but I got to ask you, if they did play, what would the line be between Raiders and bye? I'm going to make bye a 1-point favorite over the Raiders. What do you think?
Yeah, no, 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Yeah. Very good. I wouldn't give the field goal. Like bye is not that strong,
field goal on a
but
bye
they got to
week.
be favored. They got to be favored.
Yeah.
What a disaster that team is. Holy cow.
You know, it's a disaster on the heels of people being enthusiastic about it. You know, we've got the rookie running back that's going to be great, and Pete Carroll's going to do it. I'm rooting for him. I love Pete. I think he's a great guy. I know Greg, you know, the offensive quarterbacks coach, he's a great guy. You know, I hope they do well, but it ain't good.
No, the only reason I root against the Raiders is because I have some of Weston's friends, some of my friends are Raider fans, and I just want to make sure they're more miserable than I am. So that's the only reason. Schadenfreude, Dennis. Schadenfreude. Get joy out of other people's misery. Man, that's a miserable life itself, but it is what it is. Well, have a great weekend. And again, no, not one word of that Titans pick to your wife, okay? Promise me. Don't say anything.
She watches the show, Tom. I'm screwed.
Oh no. No. Oh my gosh. That is
I'm screwed.
What do you I don't know what to say.
Well, send Daniel. She loves Daniel. Have Daniel come by and calm her down.
He's coming by. He'll come by tonight.
Yeah,
he'll come by tonight
and calm her down.
And the first thing he's going to say is Titans.
Hey,
really?
Have you read my book yet?
I haven't started it yet. I got a list of like 10. I got a list of 10 books I need to read.
Put that on the topic because I'm doing a book signing.
Oh, are you?
I want you to come. We're going to be in Lafayette on November 10th, the Thursday night. We're going to be at the Lafayette Library. I want you to come.
Okay. I will. I'll have to check. You know what? I'll be able to tell you right now.
You tell me if you're doing a Warrior game that night or something.
Yeah, but the only, let me see. If I'm not doing a Warrior game, I will be there. November 10th. Warriors schedule. Nope. We look to be all good. They play the 9th and the 11th. So
that's perfect. I'm glad
that is a Monday. So yes,
10th.
Unless something.
It's a Thursday. Is that the 10th or 3rd? I gave you
no. I think the 10th is a Monday.
Yeah, the 13th. The 10th is a football game I was thinking about. It's the 13th.
It's a third. They're on the road.
The
so
Thursday.
It should be good.
Good.
Yeah, it should be good.
The 13th. I'd love for you to come over. Read the book. Read the book.
Between now and the 13th?
Hey, I'm reading 1929 right now, the Sorkin book. It's amazing. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it really, talks about the obviously on 1929. And it's so well written. It's so well written. You would think, it's going to be, about a bunch of facts and details and the crash and all this. It's these human stories. He researched this book for 8 years before he got done writing it. And he knows what the wives said to the husbands and what they're eating for breakfast on that day. And it's so fascinating. It's a great book, 1929.
1929. Should I read that one first or the Al Davis book?
I know. Read Al Davis to win.
Dennis, I'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Let's win some.
Let's win some this week. And have a good one, Dennis.
Thanks, Tom.
All right. Dennis Renahan, Quad Size Sports, picksfootball.com. Like, I love Dennis. And whether he wins or loses on a given week, and again, mostly it's consistent winning. It may not be massive wins, but you go to the end of the year, and usually you're on the plus side of the ledger. Bad weeks happen. They just do. That's just the way it is. Dr. Bob's had bad weeks. Everybody that I follow has bad weeks. They just do. The ones that don't have bad weeks, those are the ones you shouldn't get their picks because they're lying to you. It just happens. So anyway, today was a day, boy. I had to tell you, it was something. We had somebody come in and caulk. You always got to make sure you try to throw the L in there somehow. Caulk the bathrooms, and then put in new shower doors. We had the gardeners come. We had somebody come and it had the ceiling, had a crack in the ceiling because the water was dripping from the showers onto the ceiling. So we had to get somebody come out and do that. They're all great. I mean, cool dudes too. But all at once. And then Bunny's digging over here and Lou's attacking Tony Ryan, busted him wide open. We've never had somebody busted wide open before, but Lou busted Tony Ryan wide open. Bridge of the nose. Looked like Rocky Marciano. Looked like Raging Bull. Lou was pretty proud of herself. Not sure why. And then they show you Bunny's stomach. Like Bunny was just a mess. Bunny was dirty. So I don't know about you guys. It's beer time. I've had a couple. I'm going to have another because I just want to go sit down, relax, and chill. Get ready for the World Series tonight. Go Blue Jays. We're all Canada. We're all Blue Jays. We're all Toronto tonight. So let's do it. Next show will be Sunday. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do because Bergie will not be a part of that one. That'll be a 4 o'clock show, 18-hour time difference. That'll be 10 in the morning. Not going to put it past him. I'm not going to put it past him. He was in the Outback last night. I texted him. I go, do you have a bloomin' onion? Yeah. And then they went to the Barrier Reef, which looked pretty cool too. So anyway, are you ready? I'm like ready. You ready to go sit down and just go chill and get our weekend started? Yeah, I am too. See you guys Sunday. See ya.